Hi, this is Pancake 2009 with my weekly reviews for the past 3 weeks. Sorry I haven't been able to update. I haven't been in a comic book store recently, and I went this week. And so these are the comics that I picked up, and I'm going to review them. And then at the very end, I'm going to do something a little not comic bookish. I'm going to discuss the 3DS, which no one should care about, but I really care about it, and because it's been getting so much flack, I thought I'd probably give what I personally think about it, because I think it was great. So first begin, I'm going to say my pick of the week, I'll do my pick of this week, and then my pick of 3 weeks ago, Avengers, A Children's Crusade. Now, this is the Young Avengers, not the Avengers, even though the Avengers are in it, and I love this series. Alan Heinberg, I don't know how you pronounce his name, I don't know how to pronounce anything, so anyway, he's a great writer, I love him. Jimmy Chung's art, most beautiful, I think he's probably the best comic book artist out there right now. Not ever. That'd be Jack Kirby. Anyway, so I love Jimmy Chung on it. He's great. I mean, this cover, just look at it. It's beautiful. I definitely love the characters. The surprise twist I didn't see coming, and it was great. I just love it. Next up, the Avengers Academy number 8. Overall, this was a good issue. I liked it. It deals with the issue of Tiger's thing with the hood, and so what it is it that the kids decide to get back, and the ending is definitely a surprise, and I wonder how that's going to play out, or probably won't even play out that much, but it's definitely another great issue. He drew a great issue in this. All the pages look great. I especially love when they're fighting the hood. That is a beautiful, beautiful run. Couple of pages. And overall, this is a really great series, and I love Avengers Academy, and you have to buy it. It's the least selling Avengers title, so I'm expecting it. Next up, Thor, number 619. Now, this was an okay issue. I felt it moved the plot along, and we saw, we see 2 characters die in this issue, and we sort of see Loki and how first we see Odin, and that's kind of good, seeing Odin back because he's back now, which is something I thought happened last issue, but I guess happened this issue is Odin's back, and then we also see 2 characters die in this one. I don't really feel that their death was worth it, and I don't know if they're going to stay dead because these are 2 very interesting characters, and I'm not sure. I mean, Loki came back 3 months later. But overall, it's a good issue. I think Fraction's doing some good work on it. Pascal Ferry's art's beautiful. Love it. It's amazing. I can't describe more about it, but this is a good issue. Not a great issue, but definitely a good issue. Invincible Iron Man 500. One thing I want to say is a little sad. I wanted to buy a different cover, and I didn't realize that they had a different cover until I left the comic book store, and on the way out I saw, oh, there's the cover I wanted. So I was a little upset about that. Anyway, so in this issue, we have 4 stories drawn by 4 different people, all written by Matt Fraction, who's a great writer. And I love this issue, and I'm going to describe each one. The first one has my favorite character in it, Spider-Man, and we see him as Peter Parker, and I thought that was a very funny story. I like the art by Salvador Llorca, which is weird because I usually don't like his artwork, but it was definitely good. And I thought the funniest thing, and then I thought when they chased Stilt, that there was somebody by Stilt Man. It was funny, and probably the funniest I've seen Spider-Man in a little while. Then again, Dan Slott's pretty good at that. Well, you know what I mean, like a anti-Spider-Man. Then the next one, drawn by next one was drawn by Kano, which is Ginny Stark, and that's Iron Man's granddaughter. And that was a good issue. His artwork was very nice. Well, pretty much the Ginny Stark, the Howard Stark, and Tony Stark, 50 years in the future, is all about them trying to destroy the Mandarin, and that's a very good story. I like that, and I like seeing that, and I liked how the first story set up for that story. Anyway, so the artwork by Kano is good. It's sketchy. I think Ginny Stark would look better without a nose ring, but I understand why she does. Howard Stark. The art for Howard Stark by Nathan Fox is really erratic, and it definitely seems like it fits good for his kind of story, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. And then there's also Then there's also Cameron Domingo, who does Tony Stark and the Iron Man, and he drew it on the annual, which was good. And so his artwork was very good. But overall, this is a good story. I liked each of the 4 stories. I liked how they were presented, and I liked how they were done, and I liked how everything in the end was great. And my favorite part of this whole issue is the last line that Spider-Man gets, and I think that was funny. You can think it's bad, but anyway. So I'm just gonna talk for a quick minute about 3DS. I should break his leg. Oh, this comic book video. So I pre-ordered the 3DS. Yes, $250. I got blue. I don't care if it's black. I like blue. Okay, I wanted red, but no. But now I get blue, and I think, to be honest, that this system is going to be a good one. I don't think it's going to be great. I gotta realize, here's the thing. Everyone say it's like, oh, this system, there's no launches. No system has launched where it's like, oh yeah, it's the definitive game. Like if you go back to the Wii, you think, oh yeah, that had Legend of Zelda, but that was just a port. And I got the exact same experience on GameCube and liked it better on the GameCube than the Wii. So, in the end, I think the 3DS is good. I know that was kind of short, but I'm kind of realizing that no one's going to want to watch me for 7 minutes. So, thank you, and I will see you again next week where I review about 18 comics, because Marvel decided to release 18 of my comics. And, of course, the Fantastic Four Death Issue. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to film that, and we're going to put that up here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 83? 2. Alright, this is Pancake Q sign off for reviews. Thank you. Bye.